First and foremost, before anything, my boy, how are you doing?
No, I'm doing well, Tony. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing okay, man. I'm just slowly anticipating the holidays, man. It's one of my favorite times of the year.
Yeah, of course. It's just one of those times, you gotta enjoy family and just be thankful for everything that's around you.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And a shout out to all the people out there who are tuning in, man. We have a fascinating topic, a fascinating conversation about one of the most famous hitmen or hit woman that ever walked the face of this earth. We're going to talk about La China, Melissa Calderon, who was a leader of a Sinaloa hit squad. Now, what makes this lady unique is the fact that she was so cold, that she was so callous, the extremes that she would go to. She would literally have her victims, her enemies, decapitated and have their heads dumped off on the front porch of the family members. This lady was allegedly responsible for over 180 homicides while she was controlling her area, her plazas. The homicide rate literally tripled. It's like I said, man, this lady was no damn joke. She had many people underneath her. She had dozens of people underneath her command. And from my understanding, people's jobs were to transport drugs. Another person's job was literally his entire job, his entire day would consist of transporting bodies and disposing of them, burying them, burning them, making them disappear. That's someone's job. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine someone literally going shopping and just getting a phone call while they're grocery shopping and, hey, I have a body for you to pick over here. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Let me go ahead and eat this taco real quick. Like literally, this is the crazy world that we're literally living in. My understanding, this lady, La China, she was so cold and so vicious, bro. Her boyfriend Chino was the one that turned her in. Now, before he turned her in, obviously, man, as you can see, man, she had a few gangsters underneath her control. I don't know if these gangsters are from the state of California or if they're out there from Mexico. I think you had a little bit of information about these dudes that she was rolling with, right?
Yeah, yeah. They were homies, in one sense or another. For example, Scar, Gasparin, Tyson. Tyson was from SD, and there was a couple homies from Florencia, as they were some vatos that claimed Florencia, but from the Florencia that started in Jalisco. And yeah, they were homies, but definitely she took it to a whole new level. She had that chip on her shoulder that she was a woman, but she definitely was one of those that instead of pain, she rather put a bullet in your head and have her squad chop you up. And her key thing at the moment was to leave you in the front of your door into your home, to your family's home, just to make sure she proved the point.
Yeah, and that's sick, bro. For someone to have that mentality, to order someone to do something like that, and for the person to actually carry out the damn hit, Mexico is a whole nother world, bro. It's a whole nother animal. It's to be honest, bro, it's scary down there, man. Like I said, man, many people, many cholos, go out there, bro, and they don't make it back, my boy. But you said that there's actually a Florencia that got started out there in Jalisco,
Yeah, there's
Mexico.
yeah, Mexico, Jalisco, Guadalajara. It's right there in Guanatos. It's big, my boy. It's real big. There's a lot of them out there from Florencia. And yeah, it started off from camaradas from Cali, but now it's just mainly, they're right here from Mexico. But yeah, these vatos that were with her, like you said, Mexico's a different jungle. I said it in my videos. Nothing that we grew up with exists in Mexico, and that goes for everyone. That included homeboys, or ex camaradas that were at one time in good standings. Because when I forgot his name, El Cochi La Puerca, I forgot his name. It was something in that, when he was accused of killing kids, they hit him in Sinaloa, and that's when the China took over. And she was before my time, but when I got here, they were still hunting for her co-defendants' families, Because at one time she allied with the Zetas against the Tamasos, and she was taking out everybody, my boy. Like I said, they found fosas of hers with 20, 40 bodies, 50. She was just one of those loony ones.
And for the people out there who don't have an understanding of the way Mexico operates, can you let them know what her role was as a leader of a hit squad, and what exactly are like las fuerzas especiales de Damaso? What does that mean? What is that?
Well, las Fuerzas Especiales of the Manso was just like a faction of the Sinaloa Cartel. It was kind of like a brazo armado, like an arm, and an arm of protection of the Guzman family, which Damaso was basically the one that helped Chapo escape when he was in Puente Grande, and Chapo gave him his spot in the cartel. So when he got busted, he let him start his own little thing, which was Las Fuerzas Especiales Damaso. And at one point, Chino was working with them, but like you said, there was a guy that had been working good with them that just got out. So they basically told her to step down and allowed him to come in. And she said, F you, and I'm going to war with you. And that's big. She had a lot between her legs because to go against the Damasos at that time, it was it's big, my boy, because they were strong. I mean, they had the whole Sinaloa cartel behind them, and not only with the Damasos, she started a wars with the Anthrax and whoever wanted to go in what was Cabo San Lucas in that area.
That's completely insane, bro. There's another girl that comes to mind whenever I talk about her. You ever heard of La Güera Loca? The one that would come out in those
La,
videos?
Hell yeah, La Güera Loca, Las Flacas. There's a bunch of them, my boy, here in Mexico. I don't know if, well, I'm in the middle of this story, but I told you this. I don't know if you recalled. There was a girl from Los Zetas, right? And this is when we're in the penal in Tepic. And man, I used to love going to eat her birria tacos, my boy. I swear she made a bomb birria. And she was a beautiful lady, She was a little older, but she was a good looking lady. And one day, a homie from Pasadena posted me in his cell, and he had a clapper, a cell phone, and he goes, "Look, this is the girl you like going to eat at her spot." And my boy, she was. If you looked at her, you would have never imagined it. If I wouldn't have seen it, I wouldn't have believed it. But she used to go crazy, Send videos first chopping up their private parts, then little by little alive, just be chopping little pieces from their body, making sure that they stay alive as long as they did. And filming all this was filmed, and eventually just finished cutting them up, But the craziest video I seen from this girl was she took an axe, my boy. You ever seen a person start chopping at a person alive with an axe? This girl just went like the last of the Mohicans on this person.
Unfortunately, I have seen that in these freaking sick videos, and I don't know what the heck even compelled me to even want to watch these videos. And I know a lot of people who are out there in the audience has probably watched them themselves. It's sick, man. It's quite
Definitely.
unfortunate, man. You hear
Oh,
that dude with the mask on. Hey, ¿cómo te llamas? Hey, de cuarto matrimonio perteneces, and all this and that, man. It just gets real bad from there.
hell yeah. It's like, for example, just keeping it sincere with you, back in my days, I was never a kind man, I never touched my heart for nothing. But like I said, Mexico's a different jungle. I used to believe, if you had to take someone out, you take them out, period. But right here, it's like, hell no, it ain't even going to go down like that. You're going to suffer first for a few days, and then we're going to cut a leg, we're going to cut an arm, they're going to prove a point. You remember the last picture I sent you?
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that picture that you sent me, man. It was actually quite shocking and quite disturbing. You said that that actually happened to someone you knew, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was a homie right there. Literally, that was a homie I used to hang around and we up and down with and pull missions with down here, and they just sent him and they caught him and they ended up skinning him alive. Before they put that in his forehead, you seen he was skinned before that alive. You know, it's a trip down here, but like you say, it's they're used to it. You know, it's normal to them. They have different squad. Like, you know, you got squad leaders, then you got sicarios, then you got those that just go in and pick up people and take them to the casa de esperas and have them there. And then you got the ones that torture them. You got the ones that take them out, chop them up, or you got those ones like those other pictures I sent you where they make people into pozole. You know, just it's a trip. Right here, it ain't nothing like you see in the States, you know. But like
Yeah,
you were
it's
saying, like
sick, bro.
it's like you were saying, you know, like with it's funny how even homies and ex norteños they flip down here, you know, like for example with China, there's a lot of homies with her, you know, a lot of them, and they were out there doing this to families and stuff, you know. They were picking
S-
up families and kids, and you know, it just flip flop, you know.
But at that point in time, um, are they so knee deep in it where at that point in time, had they if they don't follow orders, you know, she should have them killed. I would assume and I would imagine. Just the way she had that dude
No
Tyson. Didn't
doubt.
she have that dude Tyson killed? And wasn't
Yeah,
she like wasn't he like her right hand and she even went as far as chopping his damn arms off to prove a damn point and to send a message?
yeah, definitely. Definitely, she would have had them done with quick. You know, that's why they were scared of her. I mean, look at that homie Scar from Florencia and all them cats. The minute they got cracked, they started. They were the ones that them and her boyfriend El Chino. They were the ones that were told the police, "I'm scared," and they turned her in. You
Can
know,
you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear what this guy just said? That she was literally so sick that literally her boyfriend, who was a hitman him damn self, was scared of this woman.
hell, hell, was real scared, my boy. Like Scar, you look at that Vato Scar, and he had parole from a level 4 180 from doing about 8 years. You know, he was up and down. He used to swear that he was in the mix as hell, and they caught him. He got his beat down by the popo, and he straight told the popo, "I'm scared of this broad." So here she is. You know, just imagine that you're in the wars in the states in Cali, and you come down and you turn a girl in because you're scared of her.
Yeah, but this ain't no ordinary girl, my boy. This lady right here, man, she's as wicked as they come, bro. As wicked as they come. I'm trying to think of a woman who's more crazier than her right now. But like, as you just stated, man, there's so many murderers out there that we just don't know about. Like the lady that you mentioned that was literally doing all those crazy things to those people, making videos.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many that are like that here, you know. And the crazy part that, for example, this lady I mentioned, she never did it for money, you know. She did it because it was just something to do, you know. It's a trip down here. It's a real trip, you know.
Did you
It's like I met another girl that got caught with Pelocho from Sinaloa, and she was doing the same thing, but she was basically chopping people up and throwing them in acid, you know, and burying in the barrels, burying them under dirt, you know. Yeah, they're loony out here. Seriously, they are. But La China took it to a whole. She took it to another level because she was a boss. You know.
Yeah, man, that's one crazy sick world we live in, bro. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a quick little spill on La China. And as a go ahead and look her up, man. She has a corrido. It's actually a very good corrido. Go ahead and check it out. But as always, we don't promote this type of lifestyle. It's just a interesting conversation
No, definitely.
on a unique woman.
Yeah, definitely a woman that had no barriers. That's why I say in my stories, when it comes to Mexico, man, we just ain't nothing out here, compared to what it is out here. To be sincere.
Nah, I can imagine, bro. Mexico, like I said, man. Out here you can get away with it, man. But out there, hell nah, man. You better mind you. You better mind yourself real quick.
Yeah, yeah, Mexico. Yeah, Mexico is about minding your business and literally don't get involved with their business. But like you say, I'm not on here to promote this. It's just, something to learn from.